In our culture today, there is a ton of conversation about gaslighting, right? Where someone, usually someone outside of you, um, tries to make you feel that your feelings aren't real. All right. So I've been fascinated that a couple of times I've heard my therapist actually say something to me that I want to pass on to you because it's been so powerful to me. And I'm going to unpack it a little bit. My therapist is a very sage, very learned Jungian analyst specializing in trauma treatment. Um, and she has said to me a couple of times, Tara, don't gaslight yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. You are actually a great mother, like an archetypally great mother, or you are a great teacher. Like, don't gaslight. When I'm kind of starting to spin on like, I'm very big on seeing what needs seeing within myself. I'm very big. I have practiced for years and I teach my students how to practice opening with warm, warm embracing arms, our own inner goddesses and monsters, right? So that we cannot be blindsided by those unwanted, shadowy elements of ourselves. But sometimes, in that commitment to self awareness and self examination and self reflection, we can forget our own greatness. So, there's two ways that I see this happen in myself, and two ways that I see it happen all the time in my actually badass cut clients and students and soul tour members. The two ways are pathologizing yourself and uh, being tempted to think that you're normal when you're not. So I'm going to take the second one first because it's the easiest one. My friend Jean, I'll never forget a couple years ago. Jean is like an OG in 12 step. She's been sober 20 something years. She leads a bunch of programs. She's a sponsor to a bunch of people. She is like dialed. And I'll never forget one time she said to me, Tara, why are you pretending you're a normie? Stop pretending you're a normie, meaning normal. And that is a word for somebody listening to this today. Stop pretending you're a normie. You're not. You are not normal. You are not everyday. You are not regular, degular. You are actually great. You are actually genius. There is a divine genius plan for your life that is actually big. And it's trying to come to pass right now. So, like, stop pretending you're a normie. Stop gaslighting yourself. Stop with all that, work on it. You got to do some inner critic work because your inner critic is constantly popping off, talking about who do you think you are. I got some for you. Inner critic is kind of what I do. Inner critic transformation and healing is kind of my jam. Yeah, stop pretending you're a normie. Just be the alien of great divine genius droplet of the divine ocean that you came here to be. And just start to surrender into that. And how you surrender into that is like saying yes to every piece of yourself. Getting in the practice of no longer shoving parts of yourself down or pretending to be or feel a way that you don't feel or be. All right, so just start there. The second way that we gaslight ourselves all the time is by pathologizing ourselves. Okay, so you can see what needs seeing within you, embrace it warmly and openly, nurture the little version of you who didn't get love, so feels, is dealing with a spiral of feeling unloved now. You can do all of those things without pathologizing yourself, deeming something about yourself or your current experience as like dysfunctional. So I wanted to share this quick story about that. I recently went to visit my father, and from the airport to his house is like an hour drive. So as I was driving, I kept feeling like there was something wrong in my eyes, like not seeing things wrong in my eyes, but feeling like something was either in my eyes or behind my eyes or moving around my eyes. It was very disorienting. And so when I got home, I did what I do, which is Google. And I'm like, I know where they can help me. I go straight to the UC Berkeley School of Optometry, which is like down the street from where I'm at right now. I call, I make an appointment, I go in. I know they have a binocular vision clinic. I suspect maybe there's a problem with my binocular vision. The muscles in my eyes maybe are trying to like realign something, right? So I sit down, I get the thoroughest eye exam that ever was done because it's a school, and it's UC Berkeley, so they don't play. One of my children is legally blind and has glaucoma, so I know what eye exams look like. We've done this for his whole life. I've never had an eye exam like this. So this guy is all in my corneas, in my optic nerves. And he's like, your eyes are literally perfect. Like your vision up close is better than 2020, which is correct. Your vision is better than 2020. Your up close vision is wild, like to be over 40, because usually over 40 people need reading prescription. He's like, it's wild. He's like, but let me ask you something. How much sleep do you get? And my immediate internal thought was, why are you in my business right now? Ain't nobody asked you about sleep. So he's like, how much sleep had you had the night before that day when you were feeling that thing in your eyes when you were driving? And I was like, probably like 3.5 or 4 hours. And he was like, all right, here's your diagnosis. Get some more sleep. Bye. And I thought that was so interesting because my immediate thought process is, and I'm big on like, I am lavish with myself. I get the best of every kind of care. So as soon as I had this thing happen, I'm like, I got to go straight to where they treat this thing. And he's like, well, you just need more sleep. And that doesn't have to be a judgment thing. It literally is like, so just get some more sleep. Just get some more sleep. It's information, right? It's energy, it's direction, tells you what you need to do. So that's how I want our self-awareness is to be, right? I want us to be able to sit with these realities within us, download from them the information, the direction, the energy that we need to move forward masterfully and skillfully in our self-mastery journeys, but without pathologizing it or making it be this big old hairy ass thing. All right. So that's it. Don't gaslight yourself. Stop pretending you're normal because you're not. Let the inner genius within you be unleashed and stop pathologizing yourself. Just develop the habit of being able to distill insight, energy, information, wisdom, and fuel for your progress, for your journey, without making it be like there's something bad or wrong about you that needs fixing or changing, because there's not. You were born in the image of the divine, trailing clouds of glory. I love you. I'll see you soon.